I think you gotta like try to separate your personal feelings, because these people might not be your lifelong friends. If these were your friends for forever, it would be very important for you to tell them your like trigger points and stuff. And obviously, like, you have to stand up for yourself. But I had an ex-boyfriend once that I was like, you have a lot of trigger points. Like, everything upsets you. So, like, at a certain point, I'm like, well, then I don't know. I can stop saying 10 things, but if I have to stop saying 45 things to you, then I don't know that I'm honestly going to be the guy for you, you know? Like,
Yeah,
I think that
totally.
I think that you got to be like, okay, these people, I'm not dating them. I'm not marrying them. And, like, when issues of race or, like, whatever the top things are for you that, like, upset you, I think you should stand up for them. But, like, I think if there are certain things that you're like, you know, unfortunately, last week you were standing up for me and Carson when we didn't, you know, feel like we necessarily needed to be stood up for, or
Yeah.
Shayna when she was okay with whatever. So now,
I see that now, and I'm just like,
but now that you see it, then you kind of gotta be like, okay, I've already exhausted all of my like trigger points. Like, if I want people to stay this week and I'm already on the block, unless these people are coming for me personally and saying something that's gonna like jeopardize my like well-being, then you gotta just kind of like say water off a duck's back to certain things and just be like, okay.
I'm just like,
But you can't give up.
over it.
You can't give up, babe.
Why?
Because to whom much is given, much is required. You represent something way bigger than yourself in this show, and you gotta like think about all the people. That is how change is made. And not to put more pressure on you, but like sometimes when I want to give up and not do something because I'm upset, I'm like, I'm representing the LGBTQ plus community, and there's 8 billion people who would love to be in this position, and I'm in it. And even though I don't feel like it right now, like, that's part of like your destiny. That's why you exist on this planet, and they're things that you feel very passionately about.
Yeah.
So I think that you gotta stay in there and you gotta fight, because if your boyfriend was here, what would he be saying to you right now?
Probably go fight, but I like don't know that I have anything left in me.
I think you gotta get in game mode, and all personal things have to be off for a moment if you stay in this house until you
don't. The likelihood that I'm staying here is so low, Todrick.
Especially if you're talking like that.
I'm just so ready to.